welcome. This is Bosu Ball Yoga video series step 5. We're getting harder in the poses now that we're doing on top of the Bosu Ball. We're going to focus on Warrior 3 today and a moving kind of Warrior 3. In my yoga practice with athletes, if they can go through a series of yoga poses where it's equal on both sides, on both hips, and that would be like triangle, Warrior 3, reverse triangle. If they can go through all of that well, it means that they have a nice strong hip and a nice loose hip, same on both sides. And that's pretty key to reducing injury. Is it doesn't have to be super crazy strong on both sides, but if they're just both the same, that's awesome. So, Warrior 3, if you're not familiar with it, is standing on one leg, balancing, keeping this hip down, and a variety of arms. So arms generally back, and this is a really good pose to develop a lot of strength, which would benefit, well, everybody, but maybe like trail running and whatnot. So Warrior 3 on the Bosu ball. Remember, we're not freaking out, we're not gripping with our feet, we're compensating. If you have tight hamstrings or tight glutes, you're really going to feel this one. And the shoulders might be rounded down, so you could get some rotator cuff work by pressing the hands in and back towards the feet. Pressing my triceps in towards my torso. So Warrior 3. Try it on the other side. So here we're practicing not freaking out, and then keeping our body active, engaged, but not contracting, not freaking out, not gripping. And moving slowly, so you can make the changes, the subtle changes needed as you move. If you need the wall is right here. So it can be a soft little touch over there. Take the balance out a little bit. Once you find a bit, just move the hands just a little bit, not a lot. The wall is still there. It's amazing that sometimes you can just get enough just from slightly touching the wall or just barely there. So that's Warrior 3. I like this movement here. I want you to notice that my arms are going to end up in airplane arms, and my shoulder girdle hopefully is going to match my hip girdle. So as I'm moving forward, the trunk is not rotating at all. The hips stay lined up with the shoulders. So hopefully you see this, meaning that I am rotating with my hip. This is what I mean. The reason why we're doing this is it's really good for the hip, but also if you wanted to go into open hip poses and have really good balance with them on the mat or on the Bosu ball, learning how to compensate as you roll open, learning that it's not in the trunk here, like a lot of people just roll open like that. It's a whole movement. This would benefit swimming as well, as we learn how to roll through the water like that versus a lot of people twist. So we find our Warrior 3. And what I mean by this, and so you could put your hand here for a while if you wanted. Rolling open and back down. Open and down. It doesn't have to be a lot of movement. Okay? My arms are engaged. Notice how my shoulders are moving with my hips. I can come all the way down and roll the other way maybe. So, excellent strength work in the hips and the core. What the other side would look like. Airplane arms, rolling down and up. those two things a try. I'm building all this systematically in the stages, so you might have to practice one of these for a month, 2 months. I'll tell you that it took me about a year to get this type of balance, and I worked on it every day. So when I was at the gym, every day I'd get on the Bosu ball and I would practice a little bit. It's excellent work.